Good afternoon everyone, Dave Churchwell from Little Acorns Forest Schools Limited. This afternoon I'm going to show you how to maintain and clean your forest school knives. Okay, this type of knife which I've got, it's a Mora knife companion. Okay, I find these blades are really good. You've got two types of steel there. You've got a stainless steel, okay, you've got a carbon steel blade. This one here is a stainless steel blade. Okay, and it works for everything which I need it for, doing the forest schools, but equally doing the bushcraft and survival as well. So this is my preferred knife, okay, but we need to make sure it's sharp and it's well maintained. If we don't keep it sharp and well maintained, it's just going to get blunt and we're going to end up with more accidents on site, so it makes sense for us to do that. Okay, tools which I've got now to keep it clean. Okay, first of all, I've got this here, which is set up on the workmate, nice and secure. This is a whetstone. Okay, and the whetstone I'm going to use a bit of 3-in-1 oil on it, just to make sure that it's nice and smooth. Okay, and then the way I'm going to do it with this one, with the blade here, the first thing I'm going to do is take the sheath off. If I take the sheath off, if it's muddy, then I can give this a quick soap and water clean. Okay, hang it out on the line if need be, so that we're all sorted on that. Okay, and that goes to one side. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to sharpen the blade itself. Okay, when I'm using the whetstone, what I try and do is I lay the blade flat to start off with, like that. Okay, move that top end out of the way. Have it flat, have my thumb over the top of the handle. Okay, have it flat, angle it up once to give this first bevel, and then just up slightly more to catch the edge of the blade. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it away from me so that I cover the whole blade. I'll do that 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, now if you look here on the blade, you'll see this black stuff here. This is called slurry. Okay, this slurry is useful for us because this is the bit which helps us to sharpen the blade. What I'm going to do now is just take that off. Okay, place that back on the whetstone. And then the next thing I do is turn the blade over. Again, lay it flat, angle it up once, then up slightly more to get that fine edge on there. Okay, and make sure that we've got a nice smooth motion here as we clean and sharpen the blade. Okay, I did 5 on one side, so I've got 5 on the other. Remove the slurry like that. Okay, always away from the cutting edge, and put the slurry back on there on the whetstone to help us out. Okay, so now if you have a really good, close look at the blade, what you'll see is where we've got the blade edge, this second bevel, this is the bit which we've been sharpening, and as you can see now, it's quite shiny, and that works quite well. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a different type of sharpening stone.